Why are you on a calorie deficit but not losing weight? What could be the cause? We will give you 6 main reasons why you may not be losing weight, even when you cut out calories. Watch till the end, since we'll also give you tips on how to avoid them. Okay, so before we begin, let's talk numbers. As you probably already know, a calorie deficit is consuming fewer calories than you burn, which is really important in weight management. If you want to lose weight, you must be in a 500 to 1,000 calorie deficit a day. This will help you lose 1 to 2 pounds a week. However, sometimes even when you're carefully tracking your meals and snacks, you may not be losing weight. What could be the problem? Here are the main reasons.
Reason number 1, increased stress levels. One of the main reasons for being on a calorie deficit but not losing weight is an increased stress level. No matter if you're dealing with high or low stress levels, it's always an unpleasant experience. But did you know that besides making you upset and tired, stress can mess up your weight loss progress? You see, when you are stressed, your body produces the stress hormone cortisol at a much higher level than normal. Chronically elevated cortisol levels may lead the body to turn food into stored fat instead of changing it into energy. How to fight it? Well, one of the best methods to reduce your stress levels is to avoid the things that trigger it. Easier said than done, right? But here are some other methods that can help you fight it. First, get enough sleep. Sleep and stress are connected. You may have noticed that when you wake up after a bad dream or sleep too little, you feel irritated, tired, and stressed. Lack of sleep can cause increased stress levels. If you have difficulties falling asleep, set a sleep schedule. Avoid drinking alcohol and caffeine in the evening, keep away from your electronic devices before bed, and spend more time in fresh air during the day. Secondly, improve your eating habits. A healthy diet will not only promote weight loss and improve your overall health, it can also improve your mental health and reduce your stress levels. If you want to fight stress successfully, reduce your consumption of added sugar and fat. Instead, eat more complex carbs, lean proteins, and healthy fats. Also, adding vitamin C, magnesium, and omega-3 fatty acids could be a huge help in reducing your stress levels. Another point, increase your physical activity. Exercising is always beneficial, both for your body and mind. It can improve your sleep and boost your mood, which are 2 major factors in fighting stress. If you have some free time, take a long walk in the park. Try running, swimming, or cycling. When you have an extremely busy day and don't have time for a full workout, try to increase your physical activity here and there throughout the day. For example, use the stairs instead of an elevator, or take a walk during your lunch break. Sometimes even small changes can make a huge difference. Okay, now back to the reasons why you're on a calorie deficit but still not losing weight. Reason number 2, your weight has plateaued. Once you begin cutting calories, your weight will drop very quickly, but sooner or later, this process slows down and eventually stops. This is called a weight loss plateau. The initial weight loss is usually just water weight and not fat loss. The plateau is caused by the loss of muscle that occurs during weight loss if you aren't working out. To avoid this, you should increase your physical activity. Exercising will help you preserve muscle and therefore lose mostly fat. Reason number 3, slow metabolism. You've probably already heard that your weight loss pace depends on your metabolism. People with slow metabolism often find it more difficult to lose weight compared to those with a fast metabolism. But why is that? Metabolism is a process by which your body converts food and drink into energy. A person with a fast metabolism can burn more calories when working out and even when resting, while someone with a slow metabolism burns very few calories. If you want to speed up your metabolism, we suggest doing these simple steps. Drink more water, since it helps burn calories. Do more high-intensity cardio. It increases your metabolism, enabling your body to burn more fat as you rest. Aim to build muscle. When you increase your muscle mass, you boost your resting metabolism, and that makes your body burn more calories. Try eating every 3 to 4 hours. Make sure that your meals and snacks are healthy. Fatty, salty, and processed foods will do just the opposite and make you gain weight. Eat more protein. Eating plenty of protein can help prevent muscle loss when you lose weight. It can also help keep your metabolic rate high, especially when combined with heavy strength training. Reason number 4, you are eating too little. Here's the problem. We think that going on a calorie deficit means starving ourselves by eating the bare minimum. It's not a calorie calorie deficit, it's a potential risk to your health. When you eat too little, your body assumes that you are starving and goes into starvation mode. That means your body starts protecting itself by holding on to fat. Your metabolism starts to slow down and you lose muscle, making you burn fewer calories at rest. So if you're experiencing symptoms such as fatigue, decreased immunity, hair loss, constipation, and depression, then you might be undereating. If you keep dramatically decreasing your calorie intake, that may cause even worse issues, such as malnutrition, infertility, osteoporosis, and much more. Reason number 5, you are doing too much cardio. Many of us start increasing our cardio when we want to shed a few pounds. However, when you do too much cardio, your body can start to lose muscle mass, which leads to a slower metabolism. As we mentioned before, keeping muscle mass is really important in calorie burning and overall weight loss, so try not to push yourself to absolute limits. If you're working out, try to balance cardio with strength exercises. Reason number 6, negative mindset. Losing weight is something that most of us struggle with. So the last thing you need to do is beat yourself up for not seeing results. Instead of taking drastic measures like eating less or giving up, take a minute and examine what factors might be causing this. Watch your water intake, stress levels and sleep patterns, exercise habits, and overall eating habits and food choices. Also remember that it's super important to correctly count your calorie deficit for your best weight loss experience. That's why we made another video for you where we show how to correctly calculate calories. Also, check out the video where we talk about how to read food labels without being tricked. Stay healthy, stay safe, and keep watching Health Insider.